LL8. Go your own way. Cars only need to barely touch the checkpoint or flag to collect it. Decent budget. We got a delivery van and a Hummer. I mean, I feel like we just go over the top checkpoint here. Right? We just do something like this. Cuz they'll both be just fine on this. And then do that. So you have a nice tangent there. Now, I'm assuming that the delivery truck has a decent amount of weight to it. So we'll just move these down so we can just get them with wood supports. Okay. I'm not going to use this in the long term, but this is just so that I can validate that this path even makes sense. Oh, not enough. We just can make our triangles bigger, though. Apparently that is not enough. Okay, yeah. So as I suspected, that's the point of this, is just to show you that the bottom of the stars work. But I'd like to do this without the foundation, I think, if we can. We are lacking. We are lacking any type of cabling. So I don't know that that's doing us a lot of good. Let's grab that and then get that locked up against there. And this one did just fine. Do we think we need this? I don't think this one's gonna hold. Okay, closer than not. I mean, I would very happily make this one a muscle. To see if that is enough strength. Okay, just something else breaks. I feel like our triangles aren't well centered right now. We've got kind of like this offset thing going on here that I'm going to try and correct. We may not be able to, though. Okay. So it looks like that was the side that was causing that. I think having your triangles more equilateral is better than the alternative. What broke? Oh, down here? Okay, that's actually a really good break for us, I think, because we can just... That's an easy place to muscle up. I just want to see if it just kind of cascades down. Yeah. Yeah, when that one breaks, this one breaks. I mean, the good news is I really like where we are on budget, minus the fact that we're not unbreaking yet. Or even particularly close, potentially. Ooh. All right, I like the look of that. All right. We did remove a piece of steel over here, but I think these ones are just asking for just a little more. This is going to be a good one for budget, at least, compared to some of our previous ones. We may need to do a similar brace to what we did over here. Oh, okay, we're good. I think. I don't think there's any way that this this Humvee ends up breaking us. All right, feeling good about that one. We managed to come up with a pretty solid solution. What were the smarty pantses doing? Ah, so they went with a straight across bridge on the right-hand side and just dropped the trucks. Then this one was just lean and mean. They did use kind of the arch through. Okay. But yeah, everyone looked about the same. Did someone really do it for 17,000? Was that in the gallery? Those solutions are 18,000. Wow, so there's a lot less there. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's head on to LL9, the big boat. All right, looks like we're going up and over said boat, which means that there's not a lot to do here. And then I think we're better off having a, well, maybe not. So this is interesting because I think this hits right here. So going a little shorter, yeah, I think going a little shorter like that allows us to kind of do that. And that's the minimum curve. We can't do any type of tension, unfortunately, because we don't have rope. So let's just start out. Now I just started with under supports. I think I'm gonna do. I think my plan is to do under supports transitioning into over supports. And then somewhere around here, I will try to do something like that. I think I don't like the look of. I think I want to transition slightly sooner. Something like that. I feel like this is relatively smooth. Oh, we do have a weird. Maybe we want that one. That's hard to say for me. Let's see how bad this first attempt was. Okay, I think we did good. Wow. All right. This level clearly easier, or we just absolutely knocked it out of the park. All right, top 18%, not bad. Let's try again. I'm wondering if we can just get rid of the steel for some muscle. Curious how much work these are actually doing. Looks like not that much. All right. Does seem like a lot of people found the kind of optimal solution. Right now, I'm just wondering if we can just lower the arch up top here. This is probably more than we would get away with, but... Wow, it seems like, yeah, there's a lot of, we're still at 91%. All right, we're in that top echelon. Let's keep, actually, that's doing such good work. Let's just... Something like that. That seems aggressive. Okay, yeah, that's a no-go. I think the downward side we can have a little more space on. Oh, I was wrong. All right, that looks like good enough for me. 99.96. Certainly did a good job with our stress. Apparently we could have done slightly better. All right, cool. Let's head on to LL10, named after the band, obviously, Lonely Island. We only have 8 pieces of steel. Now, I'm not sure if this is ever the correct option, but I'm gonna go for absolutely locking the tangents and keeping everything nice and smooth. Like so. Okay, we don't need... You don't get an undo button on the... And I think we're better off having this one extend a little further. Let's see. So you want to be right in the center there, and then you want to be right in the center there. All right, let's fill. Now, I think this one feels very who needs steel. Now, there's a part of me that's kind of like remembering back and is like, maybe you should make a big high arch bridge like people did on that last one. And my thought was we go to like here and then we try and figure out what a structure looks like that rests on this very securely. And I think it's flanked by muscles. So we do something like this. But then over here it's going to be a lot harder. So I'm gonna grab the point that I want to end up at. We can just go to this one. Is that might be good enough. Wondering if I just I'm shifting this in to see if I can get this up high enough that I can get a single one like that, and then that doesn't look very good, but in fact it looks quite bad. Instead I'm gonna try and do more of these with a little bit of like cross bracing between them. I probably should have just initially used steel to prove out the concept. What if you do the ascent and descent in 2 bridges? So that's an interesting thought. So you're saying like we have them completely decoupled? Is that what you're thinking? I want to see. Is this? Don't really want to move that. I kind of wanted just to go further out with another one of these. Yeah, because we want this to be kind of aligned here. Let's do slightly larger triangles. And then I think it's safe to say a brace over here isn't hurting anybody. We didn't need one. I think that weirdly a brace over here might be changing the stress profile. Oh, this slips. Okay, that's interesting. I did not expect the slippage. Okay, we got more slippage that way. Interesting. I thought I was reducing the slippage, but I was in fact doing the exact opposite of that. Let's watch this. Oh, okay, interesting. So it did shift there. We're in the top 30%. Part of me is like, does moving this in more help? And is there any, how would we even adjust the slipping? The way that shifts is very, very funny. I'm curious, this is just a little test here, but if I put these like this, does that prevent the slipping? Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, I may do that, Zez dude. Let's try that now, right? We don't know if we need these, but adding these up here, which were kind of more of a cost, they created rigidity so that the 2 bridges didn't separate. Let's see. So 88% stress. I think we can probably start to shave a little bit. Because I think the bridge was... The fact that the bridge survived in spite of it kind of like doing that shift means that we have a lot of headroom here. We're still above our previous one with the braces. So let's keep doing that. But I think now that we don't have a bridge that is literally like pivoting mid-scenario, I think all of these can come down. Those are pretty modest gains compared to... Oh, all right. And also not gains to be taken for granted, apparently. So I think that having a brace here actually will alleviate tension there. Yeah, so I think the braces are important because they're so cheap and they help so much with the arch. Because now I think like I can really be more aggressive with that. Yeah, and I think we can do the same thing on the right side. Those little braces are just kind of like a best practice. We're now on our best score. That is good. Do that, and then we can kind of like... Let's try and get these triangles as centered over the roads as we possibly can. Okay, that was too much. If braces removes most left and most right upper triangles, it will probably break. Ah, close on that one. Let's look at that centered. Kind of inch these up a little bit. I'm not sure that this brace is having the same positive effect that the one on the right did, so we may get rid of it. Nope. It's very satisfying the way that keels over. I mean, we're both learning together, Zez. We're both learning together. Let's see. I'm just gonna increase that one, and then let's make this smooth. I'm kind of surprised this is taking so much of the weight. I think it's because there's like a... Yeah, I guess when weight starts to be applied here, the whole like bridge is kind of rotating this way. So it might be enough just to create a bit of a muscle here, just to give that rotation a little bit more stability. I think we're close. Are we worse off than our highest score was? I think we might be. So I might be floundering here a bit. But actually, rather than doing those changes, let's just... grab one of these and just see. That's really interesting. The thing that I just noticed is when our bridge first... Yeah, 2907 was our best. So we're... Oh no, we're at 29... Yeah, and we're at 2730. Okay. Oh no, our best was 2807. Oh, so we're quite a bit higher than we were before. Interesting. I feel like this can go way down because there's so much support there. I think the muscle is necessary. Oh, this one breaking is kind of a... That's kind of a bummer. The muscle's not very good right now. Like, I did a bad job here. Let's zoom in. Enhance. So the thing that I'm noticing that I think is the problem with our bridge is when I first press play, the bridge shifts down. So like that means that I think unlock tangents is what causes this, but this portion of the bridge immediately creates stress on itself when it settles downward. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Let's see. Lowest under budget non-breaking was this one at 2907. I think this might not be necessary. Okay, now we're thinking with portals. And then I think probably the next place where we could potentially make improvements is I don't know that we need all of this in the middle. Like if we grab this and we do a perfectly straight line between those two, link you up, and link you up. That's a lot less material. Is it still stable? It is. All right. Because the middle there looked like it was just kind of like, I couldn't imagine all that stuff doing much. Now, can we do any better than this? Yeah, do we need this or... I think we do. No. Oh, interesting. Do we not need this one? Oh, that's fancy. Can this just be one piece of wood? Hold on, actually, I want to check something. Okay, so this is 25,653. Okay, so we did learn that you gain nothing. These joints have no cost. But this is cool. I like this, and then I'm wondering, can we like continue to shave these down? This is a lot less well supported now, but no, we can't. Wow, such a subtle difference that makes. But I think 25,632 is going to be my my endpoint. Someone did it for 15,000. Let's check out the gallery for a second here. A dangly bridge. Oh god, it's gross. This is 6 hours of someone's life, like tweaking every node. But this is a lot like Zine, like your suggestion, right? Two very narrow bridge, two very small bridges, and then actually drive on the lonely island. The namesake of the level. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Look at this one. This one, the car was coming in too fast, so it was hitting this bridge and breaking it. So they added a little piece of road there to stop the car. Wow, this person did a great job for not driving on it. That's interesting. Okay, some cool ones there. Let's move forward though. Under over. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. Famous last words. But they just want us to do an under over support. So we're gonna grab like, are we gonna go full? Okay, wait. So we've learned something here. So we know that if we take this, and let's just go, normally they're 2, let's go 1.5. How do I? Yes, let's go 1.5, so we have a little bit of wiggle room. Now that is no more expensive than doing it the other way, we've now learned. And now let's do this. And we'll also start at like 1.5. And now what we can do is tweak this until we have a node close to our node. Yeah, and we can make this work. Okay, cool. So we'll do that, and then we will fill with wood. Kind of feel like the middle needs to go a bit higher, but we'll start with that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this and delete this because I want the trace tool again, because we know these are 1.5 meters. So that gives us this. I'm doing this to replace our perfect road. It's perfectly flat now. And then we can connect this to this. And we know that that's pretty darn close to a correct arch. And now we're in this weird situation where I'm like, I don't know entirely how to properly reinforce something like this. I know that's not it. And hold on, I should be doing these on the other side. Probably same with these here, actually, if I'm looking at it. And I like the fact that for the most part, I mean these, yeah, we're getting some weird triangles here-ish. But I think that actually looks, to my untrained polybridge eye, that doesn't look terrible. I kind of feel like I left this middle part to just kind of like be supported here. I think to that end, I can do something like that. I don't think that's very good. I might just do this for the time being, because I think that this is the... I think that's the failure point. Okay. I was close. It wasn't exactly the failure point. Let's not prematurely optimize, though. That's how you end up with weird bits to your bridge. Let's just see. The fact that the middle stands at all is feels pretty good. Because we can, well, we're breaking the continuity of the arch when we do that. We may need just a little bit of extra support here, because I think the fact that these are breaking is actually a good thing, because it shows that a lot of the strain is getting properly distributed on the arch. Okay, I don't think we can afford to make this whole thing out of steel, but let's just see. Well, it's certainly the direction we're trending. Let's see if now it breaks on the tail end. Certainly looks like it. I kind of feel like maybe we do this and then we try to remove some of the unnecessary wood. Okay, we're at least in the conversation. I'm kind of shocked that like this piece needs to be steel. Okay, it definitely does. At least for this bridge construction. Okay, let's... Oh, something needs to go there, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh, the flexiness of this bridge in its current form. Seems like the most common solution was like 8K less, which means I think there's something to be said for let's try really quickly to we're not losing anything by doing the materials this way, so let's do that, because then we get a nice joint that's like perfectly in the middle there. And then rather than going all the way down to this bottom support, let's try just going through like this. We'll do one again. one does not. Holy ugly roads, Batman. Okay, so I like that. So we're gonna delete those two, switch over to wood, and do that. And I'm just really doing this because I like to get my... Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna delete those and delete those. Switch to this. We went with 1 meter roads. No. Did I? Yeah, I went with 1 meter roads. Oop. There we go. Now we can do this. So we're going to use a lot less material this way. If you want a middle joint, just use 2 meter roads and split the middle road in 2. Ah, that's a good idea. That's a good call. So I wanted all these to be... Yeah, I guess I only need the middle joint in certain places. That's very smart, Zez. Thank you. And then let's see. I think we can... Now, I'm very skeptical that this is going to have the same sturdiness as our previous bridge, but... Ooh, so we actually have a break on the steel. That's perhaps not great. I think we learned that these ones aren't doing much for us. Every time I see the bridge kind of like slump, I get nervous. Yeah, the arch is definitely taking the weight, but how do we... If I have this weird thought about like combining arches. So if I did something like this. Like I don't think it is good for me to... Like, I think that switching the arch curvature is always bad. It's not. Whoa. Okay. Arch road. I think arch road could be good. I think the problem with arch road is that you have to... You can't have an arch here because you can't build in the gray zone here. Yeah, so this grade area makes it hard. Like you'd have to arch from lower, which would mean that the car would have to take a spill. But this went surprisingly well. I wasn't expecting just changing the arch curvature to work. That's surprising. Now we're still well above, and kind of like what I'm wondering is oh yeah, we haven't copied this over, so let's, whoops, always forget that select is right click. Okay, the arch is clearly still working. Now I suspect that the next point of improvement is the stuff in the middle here, because these triangles look awful. Like this is not a optimal setup. There's no way that something like this works, is it? Where I just do like a little... Let's turn on the grid for a second just to get these. Do we think it, oh, yeah, hold on. I think you might be onto something. So you're, yeah, so like if we just do that. Yeah, the shorter roads are hurting us here for sure. Oh, I think that made a huge difference, actually. Yeah, okay, let's... The same is probably true over here. How I am choosing which roads to make joined is more witchcraft than anything else, but look at us climbing the leaderboard. I wonder if... Now I'm wondering if all of this over here is even necessary. Like, this probably isn't. Just kidding. That was load bearing. Okay. I'm good to call this here. There's probably... The only thing that I'm wondering is I feel like wooden arch is the... Wooden or partially wooden arch is the next frontier. And yeah, there's no... I think that our arch is very important. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the gallery really quickly, see what the deal is. Look at that beauty right there. Wow. That is so little wood. Well done. Who is this? Piotrex. Or Piotrirex. Very nice. Include cheats. Is that like when people like drop roads on things to fling them? That's probably something that could be done here pretty easily, right? You could drop a road that catapulted the car across the way, but I'm willing to call that there. What are we? Let's look at the campaign here. We got 2 more levels. The final levels are generally a little interesting. So let's dive into the next one.